Explain to us what a crossover noseband is.
A crossover noseband probably works similarly in respect to a tongue tie. It's a piece of leather that goes over and keeps the horse's mouth closed. And you'll see there's two pieces of leather, one at the back of the horse's jaw and one at the front, goes over the front of the bit. I know myself, I love using crossovers on horses. Exosphere raced in a crossover, Hartnell raced in a crossover, and it just closes the horse's mouth up, give you a little bit of control, and again I think really help with horses breathing, and a really successful device in terms of training your horses.
Earmuffs, again, in Sydney racing in the past, we mightn't have seen them as prevalent, but earmuffs do bob up on race day, if not in the yard, in a race.
Yeah, no, they're a really great device, and coming out of Japan, I think predominantly they're devices that you put on horses, definitely pre-race or in the enclosure. Now they've become so prevalent, we have two different sets of colours. They have red earmuffs for in the parade ring to go off before they go into the gates, or if they're going to stay on a race day, they use the black ones, and they definitely get horses to relax. You know, they're a great device to take the races. Horse a little bit excited at the tie-up stores. You throw the earmuffs on, walk them around there, and they just quieten them down, and the horse becomes very relaxed. So it just help them to get through the race without being too aggressive.
Behind the gates, barrier blankets. We see these applied to horses just before the start.
Yeah, no, they go over the horse and cover the horse before he walks into the gates, and then they're hooked up to the gates so that as they jump out, the barrier blanket comes off. And look, they're a good device for a horse that can be a little bit claustrophobic. So you may get a filly that when she touches the side of the gates, they get very touchy, and so they provide some security to the horse. Again, it's about having your horse in a comfortable mindset to get all the little things right done on race day.
And ultimately, all the gear we're talking about here is to get that horse across the line in first place. Sure, they have to have the ability, but gear is helpful.
Well, mate, racing is so even now that you've got to use everything at your disposal to get your horse to run to his absolute best, and gear change is one of the few things you can do now that that help you get the job done better.